Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EASports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Finds an open target on the left side. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. And it's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
To throw it. Defense is coming after him. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
So from the 16-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Buffaloes will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. It looked like they tried to get the ball to the edge, Kurt, but that play was just shut down before it could get going.
Yeah, that design is a sweep to get way out to the outside, but the defense flashes their speed there. Great instincts and speed to be able to bring that down for a nice loss.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Handoff heading left. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. See if the penalty proves costly. 1st down and 15 now. They'll give it to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs. Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Miller. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And they didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Caught near the sideline. It's Humphreys. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Humphreys. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for the first down and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And
fights his way, hurdles over the defender. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point is good. It's 17-0. kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now the running back's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. The returner is brought down. Gets a start with the next drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Looking to pass here on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Miller. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. And he's brought down at the 16. Looking better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He eludes the rush. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Dogs.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out, it's Miller. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Going for a big play downfield. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Watch the spin move. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They're going to run the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. It's a turnover. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes. The defense adds 6 points.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Georgia offense will take over first and 10.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They look to throw it here on second down. And this one is caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz.
And here comes a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's reeled in. It's Evans. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense cannot be stopped. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he fields it inside the 15. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Automatic on the PAT. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to begin the second half. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on the screen now. He's found some room at the 45. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Will he score here? Touchdown, Georgia. To stretch the lead, the route is on. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Took contact on the throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Colorado. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Georgia offense will take over first and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop if you're in the middle of the field.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
It's a quick grab. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now.
Easy. Tuna.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll slot the ball now at the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking for some space. It's ETN. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Bulldogs are in the red zone now. Ball handed to the running back. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Can he get there on the ground? Touchdown, Dogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
over. First and 10.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Here's that defense shifting again. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Here's another interception. We're losing track. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Got it.
2nd down play coming up.
Clear. Clear. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Trying to find room. It's Robinson. And that run produces a decent gain.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The important 3rd down play coming up.
Get set. Get set.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So they'll send out the field goal need to get a shot here from very long distance. I know the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. And he booms it through from 59 yards out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive.
Take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. The last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
There's the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Tailback takes the handoff again. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he knocks through the PAT.
Georgia, 69. Colorado, 21.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Miller. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense. Out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Ball handed off. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
First down here for this offense.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught quickly. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Buffaloes lining up here on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope your quarterback and receivers can execute and the defense knows it's coming. Here the interception cost them.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage and make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Handoff to the back, they'll keep the clock moving. He stopped short of the What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the... And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Hands off to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch.
Of course, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. And the ball is hauled in. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wide out. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Buffaloes begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Cricket.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And now the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 20. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team